Hi sweets, and welcome back to my channel. For today I thought that it would be a good idea to do kind of a get ready with me, but with products that I haven't used in a really long time. It doesn't mean that they aren't good, it just means that I have a lot of stuff and they fall behind. As I said, it's not they aren't a good quality, it's just that when you organize things and you put new one, you stuff the old things on the back, and that's why I haven't reached for these products. Don't get me wrong, I'm very good at rotating everything. I keep track of what I use and what I don't use, but still the stuff that I have here, they have fallen behind, so I'm gonna give them the love that they deserve. So for today's we're gonna start with the Amazing Cosmetics Illuminate Primer. This is in the shade Rosé, and I love this primer. It is what I just said in the beginning, that I have stuff and this gets behind. So that's why I got the idea of doing this video today. Another primer that is really good, but is this silicone dimethicone base primer. It is this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This was one of the first primers that I ever used for myself and for my clients. Both of the primers that I have used, just rub it into your complexion and you are more than done for the next step. The only downside to dimethicone or a silicone-based primer, it is that they could clog your pores, and you will need a deep cleanser to keep your pores clean and to avoid any breakout that this may cause you. Not that I'm saying that dimethicone primers are the cause of breakouts, but it could be the sum of some other factors plus that one that it will help to get that result. For foundation, it has been a really long time since I have used the Marc Jacobs Full Coverage Foundation. This is in the shade 29 Bisque. I hope that this matched me, because when I bought this foundation, when I was really tan, and right at this moment, as you can see, I'm not. What I don't like about this foundation is the applicator. This isn't a cheap foundation by any means. I don't know why they haven't found, or they haven't made it with a better applicator. I'm gonna dot it into my complexion. As you may have already noticed, I'm not into full coverage foundation. That's, I think, one of the main reasons I haven't reached for this foundation, but I will buff it into my complexion and make it work the way that I'm into right now. I'm using this Luxie 680 brush. Make sure to get your hairline, now you don't look like you have a mask put on, your ears, and to lower it into your neck. I think I got it into the point that I'm comfortable with. As I said, I will try my best to work it to not get the full coverage. I did it because you can see that freckle of mine and a couple of ones that I have in my cheek area and this one. So yay for me. For concealer, I'm gonna use my NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. This is in the shade CW3. I like this concealer because it has a little bit of a peachy undertone that gives me a little bit of a correction in my under eye that I definitely enjoy. And I'm gonna use this Luxie 512 to blend it into my under eye and this crevice of my eye. I'm pretty satisfied with my complexion at the moment, and for setting my under eye, I'm gonna go with this Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder. This is in the shade Buff Beige. Usually I would use this one to set my complexion, but since it is so fair, I'm gonna use it to set my under eye. I'm using this Real Techniques setting brush to do so. Well, at least it didn't change much the shade of my concealer. This is a good option to set in your eye because I don't look dry. I haven't emphasized any of the texture that I have in my under eye, so this is a good option. For the rest of my complexion, I'm going to use my Kat Von D translucent setting powder. As I said, it has been a really long time since I grabbed this powder. I don't even remember how the texture is. At least it is nice, silky to the touch. It doesn't feel like this really dry talc powders. And I'm using this is the Real Techniques 300 brush. Yeah, the 300 brush from, I think it is the first or the second Crush brush collection. We got that out of the way. And now, I'm not sure of the order that I'm gonna do this, but I think I'm gonna try something that I heard, that instead of doing bronzer, blush, and highlight, which sometimes I switch from bronzer to highlight to blush, but I haven't done it, highlight, blush, and bronzer. So we are gonna do that technique today, and I think it will look really nice because everything will look blend into one another instead of looking like on top of one another. Firstly, this is another thing that I haven't gravitated towards it. It is a really subtle but extremely nice looking and really affordable highlighter. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade 10B My Highlight. And I'm gonna use this brush. This is from Royal and Nickel. And I'm going to apply it in the highest points of my face first, starting in my cheekbones, working it a little bit towards my brow bone and on top of my eyebrow. And that is how nice, subtle it is, this highlighter. See? So nice, so nice. And the bridge of my nose, and the tip of my nose, and my cupid's bow as well. For blush, I'm gonna go with this Stila. This is the Custom Color Blush Self-Adjusting Coral. Such a lovely shade. If I need a little more blush, I will reapply. But so far, I'm more than happy with what I see. And now I'm gonna use the Aesthetica P12 for my bronzer. For bronzer, I'm gonna use this deluxe size from Bobbi Brown. This is the bronzing powder in medium. This bronzer, what I do like about it, besides the texture, it is the shade. It is bronzy, but also it has this grayish undertone that you can use it as well for contouring. I'm gonna start really near my ear and work it towards my cheek area, making sure that I don't go lower than the under part of my cheek. As I said, I don't contour my nose, but I like to apply a little bit of bronzer over the same shade that I have been using to contour my face, to give a little bit of structure to my nose. So I'm gonna go with the same bronzer. I'm using this for 35E. And I really like to use a buffing powder to make everything blend seamlessly into one another. And for that, I'm gonna use this Strobing highlight from Essence, and I will apply it with this MAC 150 brush. And I'm gonna buff this into my entire complexion. And to set everything in place, I'm gonna go with this Joah Selfie. And to set everything in place, I'm gonna go with this Joah Selfie Ready Setting Spray. This is in the Dewy. Since I don't remember how the mist is, let's just go with precaution. So this is how my complexion looks so far. As I said, this isn't about products that I don't like. It's about products that I haven't used a really long time, and I love how my complexion looks so far. So now I'm gonna go for brows, and for brows I'm gonna use this MAC Lingering Eyebrows. This is in the shade, it doesn't say the shade, thank you very much. Nope, it doesn't say the shade. Let's just say that this is dark brown. Yeah, I think, probably, oh no. As always, I'm just going to fill up my brows. And to set them in place, I'm gonna go with the Wunder brow. Supposedly you can use this only, but I have never used it just him. So yeah, this is in the shade Black to Brown. Firstly, I'm gonna brush my eyebrows because I haven't buffed what I have just applied into them. Now I'm going to apply the Wunder brow. Eyebrows are done, and now we're gonna start with the eye look. And for eyeshadow primer, I'm gonna go with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. I don't remember the last time that I did use this. And I'm gonna use my ring finger to apply it all over my mobile lid and going upwards towards my brow bone. For eyeshadow palette, I chose to use the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition. This is the first one. What I'm going to do is do this part goes over so we can do this a little bit faster than what I did with my complexion. I'm gonna start with the shade Henna with my Moda Pro 430 brush, and I'm gonna work it on top of my crease, going all over towards my brow. Then I'm gonna switch to my Luxie 229 with the shade Buzzy, and I'm going to apply it in my crease, working it towards my brow, but also I'm gonna place it in my outer corner and blending it in circular motions to make sure that everything looks seamlessly. Then I'm gonna keep on using my 229, but I'm gonna go to the shade Cocoa, and I'm gonna place it in my outer corner to give a lot more intensity to this look and definition that it's in desperate need. And I'm gonna work it towards my crease, also in circular motions. Then I'm gonna change brushes, and I'm gonna use my Basanti Contour eyeshadow with the shade Black Truffle. And I'm going to be a lot more precise with this one, and I'm gonna place it in my outer corner and working it also towards my crease. I'm gonna blend it in circular motions to make sure that everything is seamlessly and clean, and it doesn't have any patches of more pigment in any area. Then I'm gonna go to the shade Dubai, which is a black green forest, and I'm gonna place it in my mobile lid with my ring finger. I'm gonna tap and press this pigment into my mobile lid, and I'm gonna make sure that everything is well blended into the other shades that I already have in my mobile lid. Then I'm gonna go with the shade Bless with my Crown Oval Fluff, and I'm gonna place it in my inner corner, and in tapping motions I'm gonna blend it over Dubai. For my bottom lashes, I'm gonna mix Maneuver with Cocoa in my Basanti Contour eyeshadow, and I'm going to apply it in my bottom lashes towards the 2/3 of my bottom lashes. The eye look is almost done. I'm missing Sorry for the background noise again. My neighbors are having someone to do their yard, and that's what you're hearing right now. So I'm so sorry for that. I'm missing highlight in my brow bone, and I'm gonna go with the same one that I have in my entire complexion, which is the Essence one. And I'm using this Scone Smudger brush to highlight my brow bone. And for my inner corner, I'm gonna use another shade from the palette. This is the name Angelic, and I'm going to apply it in my inner corner. I think I'm gonna use my finger instead of using a brush because I don't get much from it using the brush. There, that's so much better. And for mascara, I'm gonna use my Wunder Beauty on Lash. For lashes, I'm gonna go with this Ardell Studio Effect. These are the Demi Wispies. I have been just using the Wispies, regular ones, and now I'm going to go to this ones because these were favorites, and then the Demi Wispies came in second place. I'm gonna go back to this ones. Firstly, I press them in the center, and then I secure the sides. And more importantly, I already know that these lashes fit me. If you don't know that, you have to try them first. If you need to trim them, do so. And then when they are a little bit dried in your lid, you pinch them together. Eyes are completely done, and now we're gonna go for lips. And for lips, I'm gonna go with this Lipstick Queen. This is in the shade Pawn. Firstly, as always, my Cupid's bow, then I go for my sides. Center of my bottom lip, and then the sides. And to juice them up a little bit, I'm gonna go with this Stila Magnificent Metal lip gloss. This is in the shade Citrine. Just in the center of top and bottom lip. So sweets, this is it. This is the entire look. I love how much my eye look turns out, but I have to be honest, I like everything that I use for my complexion, and I'm really happy that I kept them with me. But the one that now it is disappointing, it is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition. I didn't get a lot of color payoff from the shadows. When I blend them into one another, they blend. Yeah, they did that, but they blend into one shade. I lost a lot of the color from each one of the eyeshadows, so I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. Besides this, everything else, I'm more than happy with it, with the lip products, and especially, as I said previously, with the products that I use for my complexion. I encourage you to look for the products that you haven't used in a long time and to check if you still like them or not, and if the reasons that you like it at that moment are the same ones that you like them or dislike them at this time, because we usually change our mind or we like things differently since the time passed. So if you like this video, press the like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I really appreciate it. And if you want to get notified every time I upload a video, press the notifications bell, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.